further ado, please welcome all the way from Toronto, Canada, the Kitchen Crew. Welcome to Wish USA. Yeah, I love everyone's style, sense of style here. Everyone has their own sense of style and their own hairstyle. I love it. I love this group already. So for us who are watching that don't know who you guys are, could each of you introduce yourselves?
Okay, hi, my name is Louise.
Hi, my name's Zuriel.
My name is Ryan.
And I'm Abby. Hello.
Who's the baby of the group, the youngster?
Me.
It's you. Yeah. I was a bit shocked. You look the oldest, but you're what, 15?
Yeah.
15 years old. I'll give you this compliment of your day. You look really good for 15 years old. That's my compliment of the day.
Thank you.
And I want to know how you guys met, right? That's a must-have, a must-hear story for every group. So how did Kitchen Crew form, and how did you all meet?
Well, basically, we all met together through this community performing arts group in our city. And basically, every group would sort of have their own place in sort of the building. And we were sort of left with the kitchen to hang out. And so because we always hung out in the kitchen, that's eventually how we got our name, Kitchen Crew.
Quick off-topic question. Do you guys cook? Do any of you cook?
I can make
No.
instant noodles.
Yeah,
That's
same.
about it.
It would have been cool if you guys sang and cook. It's Kitchen Crew, right?
I can make breakfast.
What's your go-to breakfast before we move on?
To be fair, I don't eat breakfast, so I'm not the most qualified.
Fair enough. That's fair enough. What do you guys want to achieve as a group? Let's say 10 years from now.
Just make ourselves known, I guess, because we're kind of small, but hopefully we get out there.
Just generally doing stuff we like as well.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you guys, who does what in the band? Who plays what? Who's the lead singer?
There isn't really a lead singer because the things we usually sing are usually more choir.
Oh, okay.
We're sort of like a vocal group. So for example, I'm the bass, Zuriel's the tenor, Abby's the alto, and Louise is the soprano.
Yeah.
So all of you guys can sing.
Yeah. And we can all play instruments.
Kind of.
What's your advice to someone like me who wants to get into singing but can't sing?
Just do it.
Yeah, just try it.
Just do it. Just try it. If you break ears, it's fine.
Practice makes perfect.
Yeah.
All right. I also do want to talk quarantine, right? Because that's been the biggest thing that's been bothering or tapping on our shoulders the past, year and a half now? So how do you think this quarantine has affected you guys, not only in terms of your life, but also in terms of the group in music?
Personally, I think that quarantine made a big impact because it kind of sucked that we couldn't do a lot of things that we wanted to do this year. It cut our project short, but it's okay. We're doing well right now.
We're lucky because the lockdown actually started immediately after one of our concerts back last March. It was a fundraiser for the victims of Taal. We performed, and then the next day, I think, because we performed on...
Yeah, it was the following week.
Yeah.
We started going into lockdown.
It was just because no one expected a lockdown. And then all of a sudden,
just out of nowhere.
Yeah.
You're stuck in your home. It's for 2 weeks maximum. Turned into, a month, and then eventually we're still here. And you'll all go to school. Are you guys in virtual school, or are you all now going physical?
Louise, Ryan and I, we are face-to-face, and then, or hybrid, and then Juliana or Abby's online.
Yeah.
So my question for you, do you guys prefer virtual or online school?
I prefer face-to-face.
Face-to-face is more interactive, and it helps you actually be productive in what you're doing. So
I get too distracted at home.
Yeah.
That's exactly my point, right? If you're doing school at home, especially if you're doing it in your room, your bed's right there. It's tempting to just lie on your bed. Sometimes rest your eyes during class. You know what I mean? So that's the best way to put it. So I do agree with you on that point. I think my parents are watching, actually. Was it hard to figure out who was going to sing in your group? Who was going to be soprano, who was going to be bass, who was going to be alto? Or did you just figure that out?
See, it's all dependent on your natural vocal range.
And we pretty much all have our own vocal ranges, right?
Yeah, and it's really good too because that means our group is already well rounded off. It's really good if you have all four because they cover all aspects of the natural vocal range of a human being. So that means you get as much like texture.
I love your explaining. It's amazing. I wanted to ask you guys, if you were to take a sneak peek in all of your Spotify playlist, what kind of artists would you find there? What's your genre that you prefer to listen to and sing?
R&B.
R&B.
Daniel Caesar. I love Daniel Caesar.
Did you see Daniel Caesar's collab with JB and Giveon?
Yes.
For Peaches?
Peaches, yes.
Great choice. What about everyone else?
In my Spotify playlist, there's a sort of mix of sort of classical rock, like say the Beatles or Queen, and then there's also sort of a mix of musical theater songs.
What's your favorite Beatles song?
I think it's changed, but as of right now, it's oh wow, there's a lot. I guess right now would just sort of be Let It Be, I guess.
Okay, great choice again. What about Louise?
I have a really like wide range of artists and genres I listen to, so I wouldn't say that I'm completely settled on one.
Yeah, I feel like every person who listens to music has to have their hype up playlist, the one that makes you feel on top of the world, and heartbreak sad boy hours playlist. Those two. Those are must-haves for every person who listens to music. And lastly,
I have a lot, actually. So if you were to see what I listen to on Spotify, it'd be extremely mixed and just a jumble of different genres. Classic rock like Ryan.
Okay.
So also a lot of Queen, you know, Bohemian Rhapsody, Don't Stop Me Now, stuff like that. And then it went on to show tunes, like musicals, also like Ryan. So basically what I'm saying is that my Spotify playlist is everyone's into one.
here's my thing, right? With kids our age, we need more kids like you who have a culture and flavor in different kinds of music, like classic rock. My man's over there said R&B. And yeah, you are now, I'm going to call you my man's now. I love your hair.
Oh, I like your hair.
Thank you very much. It's my bed hair. I woke up like this. If you could collaborate with any artist, who would it be? Dead or alive?
Yeah, individually?
Or as a group?
As a group, since you are the kitchen crew.
Okay.
You have to agree and discuss this. There's some serious thinking going on over there.
One of the artists we started was Pentatonics because we're a vocal group and we feel like this is their an a cappella group.
And when we first started out, we were actually doing covers of a lot of pentatonic songs. So if we could, that would be like, you know, working with your role model kind of.
Yeah.
Really wow. Wow.
Let's say that it would be your last performance. Where would you want to perform with Pentatonics? Any arena, any stadium, you can choose.
Wembley.
Scotiabank Arena.
Scotiabank.
What? No.
Madison Square.
Wembley.
Would you guys do it at like a huge stadium with 50K people or somewhere more intimate? What's your taste in performing?
Family and friends in the front row, and then everyone else.
Everyone else.
Everyone else can go in the back and stand. Yeah.
Personally, I think if it were our last performance, I think an intimate
venue.
Yeah, would be kind of like it would be kind of sentimental, you know, because we started out with our only audience being our family members. So having it be an intimate setting, that would just kind of be a callback to when we first started out, and it would be a really an appropriate send off, I think.
I mean, I think from our group's perspective, the amount of times we've performed in front of like our family,
it doesn't matter anymore. Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Our families combined is pretty much a small crowd anyway, so
Yeah.
good practice.
Yeah.
By the way, are you guys Filipino? That's my last question before your next song.
Yeah.
You are all Filipino.
I'm
So-
half Chinese, half Filipino.
So I'm assuming that karaoke is big with you guys. Am I right or am I right?
Yeah, you're
Very-
You're right. What was your go-to karaoke song?
A Whole New World from
Aladdin.
Aladdin, right?
Mine was a Tagalog song actually. It was called Bihling Walang Ningning. I don't remember who it's by anymore, but I used to sing that a lot when I was like little. And that song I kind of just grew up singing without ever knowing what the lyrics meant until like now.
Can you guys speak Tagalog? Is that like fluently?
I can understand most of it.
All right, yeah, that's I'm in the same boat as you. I can understand it, but unfortunately I cannot speak the language. It's sad because I take French in school and I can speak more French than Tagalog. It's really sad.
Same.
It's a problem. Sorry, parents, moms and dads. We do apologize for not knowing how to speak the language of our people. That to anyone who also wants to get into music, to learn how to sing, etc. What is your nugget of wisdom or piece of advice to them?
Just do it.
Nike.
Just do it. Nike, just do it. Just do it.
Do it.
What about the haters? What's your cup of tea on that? Like, not the good hate, not the constructive criticism, but I'm talking about the bad hate, just the
Ignore them. They're just there to put you down.
Do I know you? No.
Do I know you?
Do what makes you happy.
Yeah.
There's this quote by Bieber. He says, haters are just confused admirers. Wants them to take up their own time.
Yeah.
Which means you're on the I'm sure every artist has gone through haters. So it means you're on the right track if you get that, right? Let me say that this group, is that what they say? Friendship goals? Everyone needs a group like this. Everyone needs a group like this. So you guys do make me a bit envious, but it's fine. It's fine. Are you guys ready for our game like to call who is most likely to? Ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who has the best hair?
Guys. Come on.
He does.
It's the curtains, man. Can't beat it. Who is the most talkative in the group?
It's not me. I don't talk a lot.
By process of elimination.
By process of elimination.
It's
I'll
not
say
me.
Abby.
That's a lie.
Who is most likely to become a celebrity?
No, I'm going
I'll go Louise.
No,
Would it be for singing or would it be for like being a comedian or an actor?
I think both of them would
both
be
of
for
them would be
singing.
singers.
Yeah.
Who is the most creative?
That's a hard
Am I
one.
allowed to point to two?
Yeah.
Only one. Only one.
Only one? Oh.
3, 2, 1.
I'll say Louise.
So we have 2 for Louise, 1 for Abby.
Yes.
And Louise isn't choosing anyone. Do you guys have nicknames for each other before we move on?
We call him Cereal.
You
a lot.
don't know.
Cereal.
Used to.
We used to when
Yeah.
we were younger.
I'm
Cereal.
curious, why did you used to call him Cereal?
This is named
Sounds
Cereal.
like
Sounds like cereal.
Who is most likely to run for office?
Ryan.
Right.
Why me?
I
You're the
don't
one who
know.
ran for vice president.
Is it like a student? Is he like a student council person?
Yeah.
No, makes sense. It's you, man. Who has the biggest appetite?
Guys.
I have a slight suspicion you will be getting all of these. You guys are amazing. And do you have any last words for us before you go? Any shout outs for us tonight?
Shout out to Julienne YT Channel. I don't know if you're watching. Hi.
Make sure to follow us on our social. So first of all, you can find us at Kitchen Crew on Instagram, on Facebook, and on YouTube. Stay safe. Enjoy.
And also, it is under their little picture on the stream. If you can see it, it's right there too. And wishes don't quit.